What? Hey, Maria, this could be a pattern. Holy.
Check this out. That's a really big looking footprint.
Oh, yeah. Look. There's something over there. I'm following something, and I know that I'm close. I want to go inside there, but we have to get some check. There's no way I'm going to go in there without knowing what we're breathing. And it's definitely taking me on a run.
Russell Acord couldn't believe his luck. It was the day he'd been waiting for. He and his team were deep in the forests of North America searching for the legendary creature known as Bigfoot. Many people have spent years trying to find proof of its existence, but today felt different for Russell. Could this be the moment they finally discover what they've been chasing for so long? Join us as we follow Russell on this extraordinary day when his life changed completely in ways he couldn't ever imagine. A discovery in the deep woods. Russell leads the Expedition Bigfoot team, a group determined to find solid proof of the creature's existence. Their search raises an interesting question. Will they ever really prove Bigfoot exists? For decades, maybe even centuries, researchers and enthusiasts drawn to the unexplained have tried to show that Bigfoot isn't just a tall tale. Despite their efforts, the best they've managed to show are blurry photos and videos that many people dismiss as fake. Understandably, many have come to regard the search for such creatures as not entirely serious science. Before we dive into what they uncovered, it's clear that the truth behind Bigfoot might be far more astonishing than anyone expected, and this won't be the only surprise that awaits. In their pursuit, the team navigates through skepticism and the challenge of finding credible evidence. These could be knuckle marks, one might say, upon finding intriguing indentations in the forest floor, suggesting that their efforts might not be in vain. Fueling their expedition is the hope to solve long-standing questions about creatures like Bigfoot. It's what drives Russell and his team to travel across North America. They're joined by experts like Dr. Mara Mayer, a respected primatologist and wildlife expert who knows her way around primates in difficult environments. Together, they aim to uncover the truth behind the elusive Bigfoot, especially focusing on the creature's famously large footprints. During one of their trips, the team made a remarkable discovery. In a remote part of one of the densest forests in the United States, they found a series of unusual footprints. This was a thrilling moment for everyone involved. These weren't just any footprints, they were unlike anything they'd ever seen, sparking both excitement and curiosity among the team members. The discovery led to more questions than answers. Nevertheless, it was a significant moment for Russell and the team. They were discovering firsthand evidence of something extraordinary. Footprints so large that they dwarfed even those of the biggest known humans. These footprints are massive, far bigger than any humans, a team member might note, emphasizing their size compared to someone as famously large as Shaquille O'Neal. What made these footprints even more special was their unique pattern. The creature seemed to move in a way that started heavily on the heel before rolling forward to the toe, a pattern not commonly seen in either human or animal tracks. This unique movement caught the team's attention and suggested they might be on the right track. Seeing these giant footprints led the team to believe they were close to finding Bigfoot. The evidence was compelling, encouraging them to continue their search with renewed vigor. After all, something big had to be making those prints, and they were determined to find out what it was. The footprints not only indicated the presence of something big in the woods, but also helped the team focus their search. Convinced that they were onto something, the team members felt these prints confirmed Bigfoot's existence. The size and weight suggested by the footprints matched what many would expect from a creature like Bigfoot, a giant strange being roaming the vast forests. This breakthrough was pivotal for Russell and his team. The distinct heel-to-toe pattern they observed was fascinating. Although it was similar to human walking patterns, the scale was much larger, pointing to a creature far bigger than any human. In their quest, the team's discovery of these footprints was a game-changer. It fueled their passion and deepened their resolve to continue their exploration. The presence of such clear and distinct tracks in the forest was a powerful motivator. It made them believe more firmly than ever that they were on the verge of a significant breakthrough in proving the existence of Bigfoot. As they continued their efforts, the footprints served as a beacon, guiding them deeper into the tales of the North American forests. For Russell and his team, every new expedition brought them closer to the creature they were so eager to find. The discovery of the footprints was a key moment, reinforcing their belief in the legendary Bigfoot and spurring them on in their fascinating quest. This wasn't just another wild goose chase, it was a serious scientific endeavor. And with each step, they were rewriting the story of one of the most intriguing legends of North America. With strange footprints ahead, the team moves deeper into the woods, hoping this will be the moment they've been waiting for. Finding strange tracks in the forest. When the research team stumbled upon unusual footprints deep in the forest, their curiosity was instantly piqued. They realized that these markings could potentially lead them closer to proving the existence of Bigfoot, a creature many believe is just a legend. This exciting possibility prompted the team to delve deeper into examining the prints, hopeful that they might uncover some compelling evidence. The footprints were found in a part of the forest so remote and untouched that it significantly reduced the chances that someone had faked them. This detail alone spurred the team to investigate further. They figured that if these footprints were genuine, they were likely made by a creature that hadn't been tampered with by human interference. The team was eager to measure the depth and distance between the footprints. They believed these measurements could tell them more about the size and walking pattern of the creature that made them. Some people might think focusing on these details is minor, but for the team it was crucial. Understanding these specifics could help confirm the footprints' authenticity and perhaps even lead them to Bigfoot itself. Russell, a key member of the team, felt strongly that these large footprints were an important clue in their quest to uncover more about this mythical creature. Gathering all the data they could from the footprints, the team felt a renewed sense of purpose. They believed this information might even convince skeptics of the creature's existence, which could be a game-changer in their research. The discovery of the footprints marked a turning point for the team. Realizing the significance of what they had found, they decided to call in Ronnie LeBlanc, an expert in the field. They hoped that his expertise would help them conduct a thorough examination of the footprints and gather as much information as possible. During their detailed analysis, the team noticed that some footprints were larger than others, hinting at the possibility that there might be more than one creature in the forest. This new piece of information added complexity to their search, prompting them to consider various possibilities about the nature and number of creatures they were dealing with. Despite these exciting new clues, they knew they needed more expertise to proceed. To enhance their investigation, they brought in additional experts, Ronnie and Maria, who specialized in analyzing such traces. Their involvement was crucial as they provided deeper insights into both the large and smaller prints found in the muddy terrain. Russell Moran was also recruited for his valuable skills and knowledge. His contributions to analyzing the tracks gave the team new perspectives that they hadn't considered before. The depth and size of the footprints, along with the patterns of strides, gave the team critical data about the creature's potential size and movement. This information was not only scientifically valuable, but also offered practical insights into the behavior and speed of the creatures that had left these deep impressions. Although it might seem tedious to focus so much on footprints, this investigation allowed the team to rule out any known animals in the area as potential makers of these prints. The insights gained from this research not only fueled further study, but also deepened the intrigue about what kind of creature could be roaming around in such a dense and remote part of the forest. The team's efforts to understand the footprints were about more than just scientific curiosity. They were a crucial part of their larger mission to explore and potentially prove the existence of Bigfoot. Each new piece of evidence they gathered brought them closer to understanding the reality of these creatures, adding layers of excitement and significance to their work. The footprints found in the forest represented more than just marks in the mud. They were potential keys to unlocking a long-standing question about a legendary creature believed to roam the forests. For the research team, each day spent analyzing and investigating these prints was a step closer to possibly making a groundbreaking discovery in the world of cryptozoology. As they continued their work, the possibility of finally proving the existence of Bigfoot kept them motivated and driven, eager to unravel the truth hidden in the remote forest. As they study the prints, they realize they show more than just a trail. They might be closer to something big. Following the trail left by Bigfoot. The team's efforts helped them dismiss any thought that pranksters were trying to fool them or other Bigfoot hunters who ventured into the forest in hopes of spotting the legendary creature. They realized that identifying and examining these tracks was key to advancing their quest to uncover this elusive being. With this goal in mind, the team adopted a cautious strategy during their search and analysis of the footprints they discovered in the forest. This careful approach also allowed them to keep precise records and analyze their findings thoroughly, which was vital as it might offer deeper insights into a creature that has remained hidden for centuries. As we watched the team move through the forest looking for Bigfoot and any signs it might have left behind, it was clear that the team members were excited about the possibility that these footprints could finally prove Bigfoot's existence. The location of these footprints, far from any human-inhabited areas, tells us a lot. For now, all we can note is that the creature's tendency to stay out of sight only adds to the intriguing story of this discovery as the team continued their hunt for Bigfoot. It's clear that the notion of humans creating these footprints is off the table because no one would realistically wander through these woods without shoes. The clarity and detail of these footprints were striking, and they made us realize the uniqueness of our current location and the unlikely chance of anyone else passing through here barefoot. Further analysis of the footprints gave more weight to the legends about Bigfoot. The team was eager to figure out where this creature could have gone after making these tracks. They paid close attention to their surroundings and noticed that the trail began near a body of water. Curious for more information, they followed the path that led to the riverbank, where the deep impressions of the footprints indicated a purposeful movement through the area. This suggested that the creature might possess intelligence, rather than merely wandering aimlessly through the forest. Looking more closely at the pattern of these footprints, the team and their experts speculated that the creature might have come out of the water, making its way to a destination on land. This new piece of information piqued everyone's interest, as it hinted that the creature could be comfortable both in water and on land, which might explain why Bigfoot had been so hard to find. At this point, with just a series of footprints as evidence, it was tough to make any definitive claims, but the nature and direction of these prints suggested that the creature had a specific destination in mind as it moved out of the water. Upon reassessing the footprints, the team became more convinced that these were not part of any hoax. It seemed highly unlikely that someone would go to such lengths just to trick Bigfoot enthusiasts. What became important for the team was to study these footprints closely to understand the movement patterns of the creature. This analysis provided essential data on the stride, strength, and spacing of the tracks, which helped them estimate the size and speed of the creature. Realizing the significance of these footprints, it was evident why the team was determined to delve deeper into their investigation. This analysis not only allowed them to distinguish the maker of these footprints from other animals in the forest, but also helped them rule out the possibility that this was just an elaborate prank by those who doubt the existence of Bigfoot. Watching the progress of this expedition, it was clear to viewers that this investigation might be a monumental moment for those seeking undeniable proof that Bigfoot was real. Once again, the isolation of where these footprints were found added a compelling element to the ongoing Bigfoot narrative. Finding these tracks is just the start, as the team pushes forward to gather more proof that could change everything. The quest to understand Bigfoot's footprints. The ongoing analysis and the team's thorough documentation and attention to detail could eventually help unravel the truth about Bigfoot. Whether proving its existence or understanding the phenomena attributed to it, each step taken by the team brought them closer to potential answers. This exploration not only captivated those directly involved, but also those of us following from afar, eager to see if the legend of Bigfoot could be moved from folklore to verified fact. The implications of such a discovery would be profound, challenging our understanding of what creatures might still be undiscovered and how they have managed to evade modern civilization's reach. As the team continued their careful examination of each clue and the paths these clues led them on, their commitment to uncovering the truth about Bigfoot remained unwavering. Every new footprint and every analyzed piece of evidence brought them closer to potentially historic conclusions about this creature. For the team and for all of us watching, the travel into these remote parts of the forest was not just about proving if Bigfoot existed, but also about understanding a part of our world that remains unexplored and strange, inviting us to consider the possibilities of what else might be out there. The team was quite thankful for the isolation of the location where they discovered the footprints. Being far from civilization made the prints feel more legitimate because there were fewer chances that a person had made them. They were fairly sure that whatever left these prints was not human. These specific characteristics boosted their belief that they were looking at real evidence of an unknown creature. At first glance, someone might think these prints were human, but a closer look and some technological analysis were set to clear up any confusion. They were preparing to send the data to their colleague Bryce for a deeper dive into the details. Upon studying these footprints more closely, the team's excitement level shot up. The pristine and unspoiled condition of the footprints was a strong hint that the creature had just passed through this area. It seemed to have come out of a nearby water source and moved through the wilderness just a short while before the team arrived. This new information made the team even more dedicated to carefully recording every detail of these footprints. They were determined to make a strong case against any doubters who often dismiss such findings as trivial or misleading, which is a common challenge faced by Bigfoot enthusiasts. These footprints might be the very evidence that could eventually lead them right to this elusive creature. Understanding the importance of these footprints, the team was very meticulous in how they handled the casting process. They knew that creating a mold of the footprints was crucial, not just for immediate analysis, but also for preserving the intricate details of the prints for future studies. Apart from taking photographs and making videos, making a durable cast was critical to ensure that none of the fine details were missed or forgotten as time passed. However, casting the footprint was more complicated than it sounded. It required a gentle touch and a lot of precision. The team committed to getting the casting right, knowing well that this mold might be essential for replicating and further examining the footprints down the line. At minimum, the mold would serve as a permanent record, allowing anyone interested to study these fascinating details in the years ahead. Having such detailed and long-lasting data is quite rare in studies of cryptids like Bigfoot. The team was also keen on trying to gather DNA from these footprints. They believed that DNA could offer unprecedented insights into the creature. They understood the necessity of using modern technology to extract any biological material the creature might have left behind. This opportunity to collect genetic evidence was too good to pass up. If they managed to secure some DNA, the analysis could potentially tell them a lot about the creature's species and genetic traits. Putting all this together indicated that Russell Acord and his Expedition Bigfoot team might be on the brink of a major discovery. This data could be key to solving the long-standing intrigue around Bigfoot. From obtaining some of the most convincing evidence in the search for legendary creatures in North America to the potential insights from DNA analysis, Russell Acord felt incredibly lucky on that day. Is Bigfoot just a wild myth, or is there something real lurking in the forest waiting to be found? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.